What if I told you there's a football team in the pyramid system of Scotland that just less than 10 years ago was a football academy for children? Not just that, but in the 9 years that they've been a club, they've won the league twice and been promoted 2 other times, meaning 4 promotions for the club. I like to make unique videos about football teams in Scotland that maybe you haven't heard of before, and I've certainly never seen Gartcairn play before, and that's who we're going to be going to see today. So if you do like videos like this, please do subscribe, and I shall see you at the stadium in just a second. I hate filming at this time of the year. It's always so dark and it's hard to film stuff around the ground, but we are at the ground today that we'll be seeing the game at, and it is an incredible story, like I said in the intro, from where they were as an academy. You can see academy kids playing in there just now, and the fact they've had 4 promotions in 9 years as a club, or 2 leagues, 2 promotions. We'll find out a little bit more about it later on, but yeah, look at this. Here we are, Gartcairn, Scottish Junior West League 1 winners 2018-19. I guess that was before. Yeah, that's before it came the West of Scotland League that it is now. Look, the West of Scotland League First Division champions they've been as well. They do now play in the West of Scotland League Premier Division, which is the highest division in the West of Scotland League before it becomes then the Lowland League. So they're in the 6th tier, and if they win tonight, they'll be in the highest position they've ever been as a club.
My name's Craig Armstrong. I'm the match secretary of Gartcairn Football Club, the senior side. I'm also on the committee along with 4 or 5 other guys who all work very hard.
And what makes this club so unique?
We are very much a family club, which you'll probably see tonight. As you can see with the pitch and stuff, there's kids on the pitch from 6 o'clock to 9 every night. So, you know, what makes us unique is we have an ethos of those who wish to play shall play for the younger age groups, and we build ourselves up. And hopefully we can have a pathway through to senior football, whether it's Airdrie, Albion Rovers, whatever it may be. But obviously ourselves, we're going very well at the moment.
You started as a senior football club just 9 years ago, is that right?
Yes, this is our 9th season.
And how long was the academy set up before that?
The academy was 2007. We had a few amateur teams.
Was it always here that you played then?
Always here. It was actually the pitch at the back. There's another 3G pitch at the back there, but once they moved us over here, we've kind of developed it a little bit better.
And why did you think we need to change from just being an academy for young kids to being an actual football club in the pyramid system?
Just the pathway, to be honest. There wasn't there's loads of football teams in Airdrie and Coatbridge and North Lanarkshire, but there wasn't really a pathway through to senior football. So we thought if we can put a junior team in there, which there has never been, I don't believe, of a very long time ago. There might have been one.
But it's amazing that a town like Airdrie just has Airdrie FC,
that's
the main team. There's not really another one apart from yourselves, right?
Albion Rovers is Coatbridge.
That's Coatbridge. Yeah, it's close, but it's not Airdrie.
As I say, we're only 9 years old, but we're growing every single year.
Yeah.
With the help of North Lanarkshire Council and obviously the business guys that we've got. We've got the Gartcairn Business Club, which you can see advertised above the
Okay, yeah, up there, yeah.
We've got about 25 members who all come along and help us out whenever we need stuff.
So this area is going to be developed. So I'll come back in a year or two's time. This should all be done.
Hopefully 6 months.
6 months. Okay, come back even sooner than that, and then this is where the players would usually come in, right?
Yes, this is us. This is Joe, he's a kit man.
Hello, Joe.
Do you need anything, Joe?
How you doing, mate?
This is Sam.
How are you, mate? You okay? Nice to meet you.
A coffee then?
Coffee would be amazing, mate. You're the manager here at Gartcairn.
Yeah.
Explain your football journey to get you to where you are today.
Oh, football journey, that'd probably take too long, to be honest, Sam. So I'd obviously played senior football. Started with Ayr United when I was 19, 18. Came kind of through their youth setup, and then earned a full-time contract. Was full-time with them for probably 3-4 years, and then ended up part-time with them as well. So played in championship level for 2 or 3 years, and then I left there and ended up joining Queen's Park under Billy Stark, where we had a really successful period. So yeah, kind of kicked on for there. Played quite a lot of different teams Dumbarton, Peterhead, Stenhousemuir, teams like that. So yeah, I had quite a long playing career. I only sort of finished playing there, maybe 2 years ago, maybe, when I was
so
about
you got
38.
straight into coaching basically, and then
Pretty much. David Gormley, he was I'd played with him at Alloa a good few years ago, and he'd asked me to come in and be his assistant at Rossfield, and at that point I wasn't doing anything, so I just felt like at the time it was a good opportunity, so I'll always be kind of grateful for him for giving me that chance. Yeah.
And so things are going really well here at the moment. If you win today, the club will be in as high a position as it's ever been in its short but successful history so far.
No, definitely.
Where do you see the club going?
It's very, very difficult to say, because I mean, we're in such a tough and competitive league with so many good teams. Normally in most leagues around any country, you have situations where teams are, rooted to the bottom, but in this league, I mean, on their day every team can beat one another. It's such a competitive league. For us, I mean, probably initially the start of this season we were looking to just come up and be competitive and make sure that, the good work that we did last year, winning the league and coming up, that we maintained our status in the league. I think that's always your first priority. But then if you're able to achieve that, then it's, how high can you finish after that? So yeah, like I say, this year we started kind of slowly, but now we've kicked on, but still early days.
Ordinarily I do much prefer a stadium with a bit of character, and I've said that many times before. I completely understand why certain football clubs lower down the pyramid would have artificial pitches, for example, or newer grounds like the one you see behind me today, which is more like a 4G Astro that many different teams will use, many different age groups, etc., that are using it to train. And so you can't argue against the fact that Gartcairn have a ground like this. But actually, for something that I would say about it, even though it is sort of one of these green sort of newly built artificial pitch stadium, it does feel quite enclosed when you're in here, and there are actually a few stands on the other side which I'm going to go round to once the actual game starts, and once all the kids are cleared off the pitch and stuff. But yeah, it actually feels like a nicer, more enclosed ground than what I was first expecting. And so you play at the Gartcairn Academy?
Yeah.
So you're the future of this football club, I take it, yeah?
Yeah.
So how does it feel to play at this football club? They were an academy before, now they have a men's team in the Western Scotland League.
Yeah.
How does that make you lads feel? Do you feel like it gives you a pathway to senior football?
There was actually people that went to
Hibs and
two people went to Hibs and one's at Celtic.
From Gartcairn Academy?
Yeah.
So that gives you lads confidence that you can step up?
One of them was Aidan and Conlon. Conlon went to Celtic, I think it was.
Amazing.
Aidan's still at Hibs.
And do you get to watch a lot of the men's games here as well?
Yeah.
Are you staying for the game today?
Yeah.
And who's going to win today?
Gartcairn!
What do you make of the men's team? They're doing quite well this season.
They're good.
Do you think they can go on and win the league?
Hopefully, yeah.
Hopefully. And what's the score going to be today? Who's going to win?
3-1.
Nice one. So games kicked off, and look at that, we had a great pyro show, and good turnout here actually for a newish team.
Go on! Oh, Camille!
And Gartcairn, who are doing better this season, are losing at home now to Armstrong. This is the current league table, and look, if you know your sort of non-league teams in Scotland, you know how great Beef have been the last couple of years. Clydebank, they were a massive league club and they're building their way back. Darvel, they've had a lot of money pumped into them. Pollock are a big side as well within the non-leagues. Benburb, maybe a bit of a surprise seeing them up there, but seeing Gartcairn there, considering they were literally an academy for kids just 9-10 years ago, to now being a professional team who are on the attack. It would have been a soft one if that was a penalty, but yeah, just look at where Arfley are. They're 14th, look at that. So they're not having a good season at all. I'll say it a bit quietly because their bench is right there, but for them to be ahead actually is a bit of a shock, but that just goes to show that in these leagues anyone really can beat anyone. Penalty to Gartcairn. The most unexpected goal. Look, it's on VO, so they may post a highlight somewhere. I'm sure you can find them. But that was the weirdest goal ever. It just got knocked up one end. No one seemed to be watching what was happening. And it must be close to half time. And it's 2-1 now to Gartcairn. If they win this one, they'll be higher than they've ever been before. Last kick of the half, basically. Yeah, it's half time just now, and look at me. I'm on my little platform here that they've set up for me to film. What a cool club! And when I heard of the story of them, the fact that they're 9 years old, the fact that they started out as an academy and now they're rising their way up, they've had 4 promotions in 9 years. I was like, I knew I had to come in, cover this team. I've been meaning to come for a while. I've been chatting to some of the guys who work here for a very long time to actually do a video here. It's great to finally do that, and it's been a better atmosphere than I was expecting. And coming to these new stadiums, again, I've mentioned it once or twice in this video, you don't always expect the best atmosphere. I'm not sure how the viewing experience is from over there. There's a few stands and stuff, but I'm a short ass anyway, so if I'm stood at a stadium and you can't really see beyond the people in front of you, I'm a little bit screwed, especially for filming. At least I can be on here, but yeah, atmosphere is better than I was expecting. The atmosphere before the game was amazing, and given they're such a new club as well, it's great to see like young lads, fans coming to support them. Prime taste test. Ready? It's an energy drink at night though, so
It's got more than Red Bull.
tastes like Gartcairn.
I think it'll be 3-2 Gartcairn.
4-2. He supports Man U.
Okay. McTominay then.
Aye.
Future McTominay.
He's your left back. Left back, you're dressing him.
All you boys that I've just spoken to, you're different age groups, or?
Yeah.
Okay, so what age group are you lads? Oh wait, so you're... Trying to do my maths, how old are you? 15. Okay, so in a couple of years you'll hopefully be breaking into the first team. So would you lads, can you lads see a pathway here then to eventually play senior football?
Yeah.
Yeah? And how do you think the lads are getting on so far today?
Good. Bad start, but got in there. So.
Yeah, could be playing better I feel like, but at least they're ahead. And what do you reckon the final score will be? 4-1, 4-1, 4-1. Ian and Mary, mother and son, but your grandson plays for Gartcairn.
Yes.
He's played for quite a few teams up and down the country.
Yeah.
What are some of the places that you've seen him play in? Hundreds of grounds, right?
Literally everywhere. Most of the Premier League grounds, right through to East of Scotland League, West of Scotland League, and the Lowland League.
Yeah.
He's been through them all really, but yeah.
And what have been some of your favourite places that you've seen him play?
I've liked
Irvine Meadow you were talking about recently.
That was a nice
lovely
Linlithgow
ground.
was good.
Linlithgow was very good.
Yep.
What's the other grounds?
Gartcairn.
Gartcairn now.
Gartcairn, of
And
course.
so what do you make of Gartcairn as a club then? They're new, but they've had a lot of success in their 9 years of being a senior football club.
Yeah, look, we love it. Scott loves it here. It's a great club, great setup, great committee. Everybody works so hard to make it what they are just now. They've come a long way, even the 2.5 years Scott's been here. They've come such a long way. So, yeah.
Where can you see them going in the future then?
Gartcairn.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully next year they'll get promoted into the Lowland League.
Let's hope so.
That's their ambition.
Red card for Arthurley and a penalty to Gartcairn. This will be a hat-trick if he scores. Happy with that? Yeah? Who got the score prediction right? You did? Football geniuses.
I said 4-2. I'm
Big
1
man.
off.
Cheers, mate. Cheers,
I'm
mate.
gonna be famous, mate.
Go for it.
Let's go! Yeah.
Cheers, boys. You're obviously a new club.
Yep.
You play in a fairly new stadium.
Yep.
But what do you make of like the young fans, especially coming and watching football here?
It's everything. See, at the end of the day, they're the future of the club. You know, they're the next people that will be on the pitch. And as I say, you've got to make them enjoy it. That's why we bring like the light up toys and things like that. Because even the boys and girls that maybe don't really like watching adult football, they still have a good time, and then they want to come back.
Is that one of the biggest struggles then, getting fans to come down to games?
It is. As I say, it's difficult to play. You know, Gartcairn are known for being an academy, so they've got a lot of young teams. So trying to get people to understand that we've actually got a senior team, and it's, you know, it's in the top league against your Auchinlecks and Pollocks and Clydebanks and Arthurleys, you know. So it's difficult, but you know, we'll get there. We'll keep building. We'll keep doing what we're doing, and hopefully at the end of the day we'll grow and grow and grow.
And as we spoke about earlier, Airdrie, they have Airdrie Football Club, but there's not many other clubs that people can go and support in this town.
No.
What would you say to local people watching this video?
Please come along. As I say, it's a friendly atmosphere. There's, you know, everybody will enjoy the day, as you've seen tonight with the atmosphere, and the kids love it. But as I say, it's a good game of football. It's not expensive, and it's a nice place to watch football because you've got, you know, 180 seats in here, and you know, you'll stay dry when it rains. So it's pretty good. We love it.
Amazing. Get down here, everybody.
Thank you.
So I didn't really know what to expect from today. I didn't know what the stadium would be like, and it feels more like a traditional stadium than what one of these cages usually does. And I wasn't really too sure what to expect of the atmosphere, but the kids were amazing with banging their drum and creating an atmosphere, and especially that pre-game, it looked amazing in here, didn't it? And with them being such a new team as well, so how many people are really going to get behind them? And there was quite a lot, and they're doing so well, and they won 4-1 today, meaning that they are now as high as they've ever been. And where else can this football club go? Can they go and get promoted from this league to the Lowland League, and then Lowland League to League 2? Who knows? They've got plans here at the ground, as we heard earlier on the way in, which is all the way behind me over there. But yeah, just doing different things off the pitch as well. It sounds like they've got some great businesses, some of which are behind me right now, who really help to keep this club going, which is great to see at this level. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave a couple of videos on screen. If you could click on one to carry on watching, that'd be amazing. Cheers and goodbye.